Hello, my name is Ignacio Huerta and today I'm going to create with you a Hobo web application. Hobo is a Ruby on Rails based framework and it makes it very easy to create beautiful and nice web applications. So let's create our first application. It's going to be an adverts application. So let's go. Hobo new super adverts. Setup. This command creates the necessary files and folders for our application to run. We can see it here: public, log, lib, test, a lot of stuff. It also downloads the necessary gems, all the dependencies. For example, with Hobo 2.0, our application is going to depend on Bootstrap for the templates, which is a very nice theme that is going to make our application look nice in different devices, including mobile phones, tablets, and so on. So a lot of stuff is going on. Now if you take a look at this, the user model was being created, the migrations are being run, and our bundle is complete, our application is ready. So let's go. Super adverts, clear the screen, and start the server with Rails S. Now back to the browser, localhost port 3000, and let's see what happens. Okay, welcome to Super Adverts. Congratulations, your Hobo Rails app is up and running. There are no user accounts. Please provide the details of the site administrator. It's inviting us to create the first user, so I'm going to do that. So my alias, my email, a password, repeat the password, and I am now the site administrator. Great. So what do we have? Okay, I can click on here. Okay. So we have a simple text page, a welcome page. We have a menu with only one link right now. Not very interesting. A search box. A user changer. I can change between guest and my user. We'll take a look at it a bit later. And some user account links. So this is who am I, my account page, and a logout link. I'm going to test the logout and login feature. So logout, login again, type my email, my password, and I am logged in again. So Hobo comes with a full user interface, so we can log in, log out, invite users, and so on. Next, our application is not doing much right now, just a blank page and users logging in and logging out. We need to create some tables. So this is going to be the first step. I'm going to open another tab in my console and run a few commands. So Hobo generate resource advert with a title and a description. This will create an adverts model with a couple of fields. And now another one, category with a name. Okay, now we have the necessary models. Let's create a migration. This command, Hobo generate migration is very nice because it compares the current state of the database with the current state of our models, and with the differences it creates automatically the migration. So it's going to have a create table adverts and create table categories. So after that it asks us what we want to do. If only generate the migration, generate and migrate. As a default, pressing M is a good choice. Okay, migration is done. Let's see what happened to our application. Load the page. And now we have 2 extra tabs in our menu. Let's go to adverts and create an advert. Music classes, nice price. So, do you love music? Come and learn. Okay, now we have a nice page with our record saved in the database. Let's create another one. I go back to the adverts index, create a new advert. So I'm selling my car. My Clio is a very nice car. Do you want it? Wow, this is weird. I don't know what happened with that symbol. Maybe my Spanish keyboard doing some stuff. Okay. We are in the adverts index. What we just did, we have a full CRUD application: create, read, update, delete. So we can have the delete links, the edit links directly from the index page. We can see one of these records with all the information. And we have the same in the categories tab. So let's go to the categories and add a couple of categories. Classes. And cars. Okay. 2 categories, 2 adverts. This is a nice application, but we really want much more from it. Before we go further, I want to show you a nice feature here with the user changer. So now I'm logged in, and instead of logging out and logging in again to test how permissions work, I'm just going to change here the user. So I'm going to be a guest instantly, 1 click, and I'm the guest. What does this mean? It means that I can't create a new advert. The new advert button is gone. Can't edit, delete. I can only see the information. And if I go back with another click, I'm logged in again. This is a feature that only works in development mode, so you don't have to worry about security issues in production. And it really helps to debug your application. Let's continue. We are going to relate our tables. We are going to see how one advert belongs to a category. For example, this music classes advert would go in the classes category, and this I'm selling my car advert would go to the cars category. So how do we do that? Let's open our editor. I'm going to use gedit, which is my mostly everyday editor, and I'm going to take a look at the models. First, the advert model. This is a standard Rails model. You will see the active record based stuff, but we have a lot of stuff into it by default. We have this Hobo model decorator. Just don't put anything above this, as the comment says. We have a few fields. We have permissions. It's very easy to change the permission. Just edit this, change this to true, for example, and now anyone can create an advert. I'm going to leave it like that. So let's create the relationship. An advert belongs to a category. And we also need to access the category from the advert, so category ID. At the same time, I'm going to add a couple of fields, a telephone and an email address of email address type. And also I'm going to require this title and telephone. Okay, now I'm going to go to the categories model. I'm going to make sure this is required and unique, so the validations are in place, and a category has many adverts. Now that we have related the two models, I'm going to run the migrations again. So clear the screen, Hobo, generate migration. It asks me again if I want a custom name. I just press enter and it will use Hobo migration 2 name. And let's go back to the browser. I'm going to go to the new advert page, and now I have 3 fields: title, description and category. Oh, but we also added the telephone and the email address. Where are those? I missed something in the model. If I go back to the adverts model, I must add these new fields also to the accessible fields. This is a security feature in Rails 3, so we have to add all the fields we want to be accessed from the forms to this attribute accessible line. So I think that would be it. Reload the page, and now the form looks much better. So another advert, kittens. I have lovely kittens. You want one? Call me. Now my telephone number, I'm going to invent it, and my email address. But what happens if I forget my telephone? Let's try that. I'm going to select I'm not going to select any category because I would need a new category right now. So I'll do that later. I'll create an animals category later. Let's create the advert. Oh, one error prohibited this advert from being saved. Telephone can be blank and the telephone field is marked. Okay, let's do that. Create advert. The advert was created successfully. We still don't have the category. Let's fix that. So, new category, animals, back to the adverts page, edit this kittens advert, and set the category to animals. Oh, this is nicer. I have a link to the category from the advert. So the categories and the adverts are now linked. They have a relationship. I'm going to improve our adverts a bit now that we have more fields. So this is cars category. Oh, I need my phone here too. So let's say 1111. Okay, enough. You now know how to create different tables, relate them, and create a nice create, read, update, and delete interface in your browser. Let's start customizing this a bit more. So, if I go to the kittens advert, I go to the animals category, and it's not so nice, it's quite empty. I want to see all the adverts here in the category. So in the category animals, I should see the kittens advert and other possible animals adverts. How do we do that? Let's go back to the models. In this case, the category model. And after has many adverts, I'm going to write children adverts. Reload the page. And now I see the animals related adverts here. And a backlink, a very nice backlink. So Hobo is smart and knows that when we say that one model is the child of another, how it should present the views. So this is a lot of fun, clicking from one model to the other. So if we can now see the different adverts, for example, let's go to the cars category, and I can see the adverts here. What do I need for this adverts tab? I want to remove that. So let's do that. Let's take a look at the controllers in Hobo. So adverts controller, and this is very short, just 4 lines of code. Where are all the default Rails actions like new, index, edit, create, update? Where they are automatic. This is what all auto actions is for. In this case, I'm just going to remove the index page, so this link disappears. We no longer have an adverts index page. Okay, but now how do I create a new advert? For example, I want to create a new advert in the animals category. How do I do that? I need a form. I need to add a form here. In the same page, I want to create adverts for the category. So, in the adverts controller, I can add an automatic action for another model. So, auto actions for category create. Reload the page. And now we have a nice form to add a new advert. So, monkeys. Monkey Island is cool. Telephone 1111. Add. The advert was created, and I can go back to the animals category, and now I have 2 adverts. Next step. I want to create categories in this same page, in the index page. I want to add a form here. So I'm going to remove this new category link and just add the categories here. So let's edit the categories controller and remove the create action. No, sure, the new action. Reload the page, and now I can create new categories from here. Houses. We now have 4 different categories. The next thing we are going to do is to take a look at the Dremel language. What's Dremel? This index.dremel file, what does this mean? Dremel stands for Don't Repeat Yourself Markup Language. So it should be very short files with not so much code. It looks like HTML with some special tags you can create and customize, and actually it's just a piece of XML that the Hobo parses to create all the views. It's quite powerful, and we're just going to see a small part of it. So let's follow this suggestion and edit this homepage. So app views front index. Okay, welcome to AppNet, congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to change this, and I'm going to add here, this is the list of categories. I'm going to remove this and add the list of categories with a simple tag. Collection, colon, collection with category.all. Reload the page, and we now have the list of categories in the home page. This is nice. As we now have the list of categories in this page, we no longer need the categories link in the menu. We could remove it by editing the controller, but as we are taking a look at Dremel, I'm going to do that in a different way. I'm just going to edit the views. So let's take a look at this taglibs auto rapid pages.dremel file. This is an automatically generated file, so please do not edit. Well, you can actually edit it. I'm going to do that just to break some rules. Hello. What happened? It's ignoring me. Nothing's happening. Well, what is going to happen is that whatever you do here is going to be ignored. This is just an example, and it will probably be rewritten in a very short time by Hobo. This is just an example for you to take a look at it and create your own tags. So I'm going to copy this main nav and add it to the frontside.dremel file, which is a file we really can edit, not like pages.dremel. Paste it here, and we can now customize the main nav. So I have the home link and I have the category link. So I'm just going to remove this category link, save the file, reload the page, and we now have only one element in the menu. Okay, this is starting to look better. We have lost again the ability to create new categories. No. I need to add a form here, so I'm going to do just that. So close these files, go back to the front index.dremel file, and after the collection, form with category dot new. Reload the page, and we now have a simple form to create new categories. It doesn't look really nice. I'm going to improve that with a bit of bootstrap. So div class well, and also h3 create a new category. I think that should be enough. Reload the page. Okay, this is a bit nicer. So houses, animals, cars, what else? So yes, work. It works. We now have a work category. So what are these gray boxes? These gray boxes are cards in the Hobo world. A card is a piece of HTML that represents a record in the views. It's kind of default stuff. We're going to customize these cards to add, for example, the time that the record was created and the time that the record was updated. Let's go back to these automatic files. In this case, we're going to open the automatic cards file and copy the category one. So copy this card, paste it in the front side, and let's modify it a bit. In the body, after this count, add p, so with updated add, this updated add, and reload the page. We now have the updated add time of each category. In the same way, we could add the created add. So I'm going to just clone this line, created add, created add. As you see, it's quite easy to customize these cards. Last step, we are finishing this great screencast. Let's add a small bit of AJAX to our application. I want to edit these adverts with just one click. Click here, edit, click away, the record is saved. This is built into Hobo and it is very easy to add. So we're going to customize this page. This is the show page of the advert. So app, views, where is the adverts folder? We have to create it. By default, it uses some default HTML, but we can customize it very easily. That's the way Hobo works. Nice defaults, then do whatever you want with them. You can customize everything. So show.dremel, and in only 3 lines, I think, we're going to add some AJAX here. So show page. These are 2 of the 3 lines, and the third one is just fill list. Use the editor tag. Reload the page. And now we have a click to edit link in the email address. So yeah. Yes, at test.com. Nice. And the telephone, yes. So 22. Okay, it works. And we can edit it again and again with AJAX. So I'm finished. This is everything I wanted to show you. We have created a nice super adverts application. We have categories, we have adverts, we have a lot of forms, we have bootstrap, we have users, and maybe we have even search. I forgot about that. Let's try that. So monkey, I think I wrote monkey somewhere. Yes, search these are monkeys. And you go to the monkey advert. So this is what Hobo gives you. A quick way to create applications which can then be customized fully. And it's all Rails in the end. So you can use all the standard gems as you wish. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope you enjoyed this screencast. I did. Bye.